Welcome back. It's your host GF with the Toronto Maple Leafs weekly recap. A little bit late, but people, we're not really missing out on much here. But I'll get into it quickly. Maple Leafs, Oilers 5-2. Nobody cares. Maple Leafs 2-1 over the Flames. Nobody cares. Maple Leafs lose 4-1 to the Canucks. Nobody cares. And I'll tell you why. Die-hard Leaf fans already know this, but for the rest of you, we're going to discuss the trade deadline stuff a little bit, but bringing in Ryan O'Reilly, Nola Chari, then we brought in Sam Lafferty to, whether he's on a third or fourth line, I'd give him a shot on the third. Jake McCabe on defense, Luke Shen. There's a lot of moving parts. So what's going to happen now, especially with our coach, Sheldon Keefe, who is an over-juggler, and he will get fired for that because he does it too often and too much. But these next couple of weeks, that's exactly what's going to happen. Why? Because the Leaf curse kicked in like it always does. It's always on time. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late. But Austin Matthews, by his standards, struggling a little bit lately. And the one-timer, very inconsistent. But he connected on one of them, and unfortunately it landed on Ryan O'Reilly's hand, and he'll be out for a bit. And JT, I love JT. Love my captains. I've never seen a captain take more hits. Keep your head up, brother. Thank God it wasn't a concussion. Shades of Montreal game 1 a few years ago. We don't need that. So what's the smart thing to do? Load management. Why? Because these games don't mean anything for the Leafs. Go look at the standings. Them and the Lightning are both struggling at the same time. And we're still like 4 or 5 points clear of them for home ice advantage. Which, as we all know, means fuck all because we always lose game 7s. So no advantage. Oh, yeah, we're going to get the last change and blah, blah, blah. Stupid bullshit that they try to brainwash you with on sports news. It is overrated. Having a game 7 at home doesn't mean anything. Especially in the last 20 years, it's meaningless. Go check the numbers if you want. I already have. A lot of teams are road warriors and win the game 7. So a little bit more in basketball, that could be true, but I just don't believe it. Modern sports, just drop the puck, drop the ball, let's go, let's play. So I would load manage John Tavares for a few weeks. Maybe he got his bell rung, it doesn't matter. He did his job this year, played well. It's all about getting them ready for the playoffs. So if Ryan O'Reilly and John Tavares are both back in a couple of weeks, obviously JT will come back first. All you got to do, there's 8 games in April, what I would do anyway. There's a big Bruins game, a couple games. Those are the games, you set your playoff lines, you play hard. Other than that, just get your lines ready, get your guys back, and that's all you can do. You're locked into Tampa, whether the series is going to start in Tampa or in Toronto. You're locked into them, so Leaf fans got to relax. These injuries aren't season-ending. One of my buddies, I guess, tried to play a joke on us. Oh, Ryan O'Reilly's surgery's out for 4 months. 4 months for a fucking broken pinky or finger? No. 4 to 6 weeks. So you don't have to rush him back. He'll be back in early April. The Leafs will be ready to go. Guys like Bunting in them. A lot of guys have been struggling. We're not scoring that many goals lately. It's the dog days of the season. I call it a bunch of fluff because that's all it is. So let's get ready for the playoffs. The Leafs have already done what they had to do this year to get in the playoffs. I'd say the games matter only from a point of view of continuity, try to get the goalies feeling good about their game. But when you're over juggling like this, it could lead to hanging the fucking goalies out to dry, which is what's been happening. So don't pay too much attention to what's happening the next couple of weeks. Of course, I'm still going to be watching and, I love the feedback, whatever you guys want, I don't like to overvalue these games either. Because what you're going to get from people, oh no, but these games before the playoffs, they matter and the continuity and all that. And then you could get to the playoffs and shit the bed. Or if you're over juggling, then you get your injured players back and the line's going to get juggled again. So I really wouldn't pay too much attention to, I'm just trying to give people big picture on the Leafs. Don't look at right now the micro. Look at the macro. You like that. I went to York. But anyway, we'll find out about the Leafs next month. And Dubas and Keefe, you're still on the hot seat, and the last dance is coming. So beat Tampa, keep your job, lose to Tampa, you're fired.